CJ members, it's Marcia Shamus. I have another hour for you of some core strength, just regular strength, and stretch at the end. So hope you have room to move, maybe a couple weights or water bottles, and towel and your own water. So let's come down on all fours. We are going to start with a couple cat-cows. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale. Squeeze the glutes and tuck the tailbone under as you round the back. So you just follow the breath. Inhale for length and exhale for rounding. All right, let's turn our fingertips to the back. See if you can do a couple more cat-cows while we stretch out the forearms. Nice. And relax through the spine. And hands back to neutral, looking over that right shoulder. Feel the stretch from the left rib cage to the left hip, coming through the center. Keep that belly lifted as you move through the center. Coming back, and then push the hips back. Lengthen the arms in front. Really press the hips back so that we lengthen that spine, lengthen that low back. And then we can come up. All right, we are going to external and internal rotate our hips. So this is what it looks like. You are going to lift up the right leg to the side and then turn that knee under, bring your thigh parallel to the floor, and then bring it through the center, knee to chest. And then knee next to knee. We do it again. Lift it up to the side. Turn that knee under. You should feel this in the hamstring and the glute. Keep your foot flexed. And knee to chest. We do that again. Up, out to the side. Thigh lifts, knee lifts. Rotate under. And knee to chest. We're going to go the reverse. So we're going to lift back first. Open that knee. See if you can keep lifting that thigh, and then drop. Do it again. Up to the back, open to the side, and then release to the center. One more. Keep the weight between the hands. We will have a tendency to shift a little bit towards the left, and we come down. Good. We're going to do that on the other side. So the left leg lifts up, out, turn it under, and release. And we are going to do that one with the knee to the chest to finish. Two more. Up, turn in, flex your foot, draw your belly up, and out to the front. And we have one more. Outside, turn, lift the thigh, and then knee to chest. We are going to come back opposite direction. So first start lifting, then open up the knee and drop. Keep going. Lift to the back. Open up to the side. You can see how I really lift my knee here before I drop it back down. So we're just rotating, warming up those hips. And we release. Good. We are going to warm up our shoulders. The left arm extends, lifting up the left shoulder towards the ceiling. Then I'm threading my left arm down under the right. Hips push back. Now keep the left arm where it is and lift up your right arm towards the ceiling. And the last step, wrap that right hand around the back. Low back, press the back of the hand into your low back or the left side of your hip. And release that. Come up into the extension of that right arm. And we release. And we bring our left hand back to neutral. We're going to start with the right. So right arm out. First, open up Open up, lift to the right side of that chest. Good. Push the hips back. Come through. You're lying on the right side of your, kind of the temple area. All right, left arm. First, bring it up. And then wrap it around. The back of my hand really presses into my body so I get a little more opening on the left side. Release the left arm. Bring the left arm up in line with your shoulder. And then we release everything. Excellent job. All right, give me a pointer pose. I'm going to start with my right leg to the back. Lifting up through the belly, away from the floor. Left arm comes front. Find your stability first. I want you to reach fingertips away from that foot, and then we are going to round the spine, bring the knee and the elbow together. We're going to do that 3 times total. Think about length, not height. Shoulder height for the arm, hip height for the leg. I have 1 more. Just lots and lots of spinal length, which should feel good. Here we go, the last one. Good. Left hand is down, my right leg stays to the side. We're going to add on a little bit. We're going to keep lifting that right thigh. Remember what we did with the hips. Over to the side, touch the floor, bring it back up, gate pose, turn that hip under, back to the extension, and we bring it down, and then we're going to go to the left. So, first, left leg, right arm, nicely extended. Look towards your fingertips, not your knees. And then rounding that back, starting from that tailbone, bring the elbow to the knee, and then we go for length. All the while, I have the feeling as though I'm bringing my navel up towards my spine. You have 3 total. I have 1 more left. On the next exhale, come into that rounding position. And then right hand down, left leg stays out. I'm going to bring it around. Remember that hip rotation. Out to the side. Put that left leg down. Next exhale, we're going to bring it back up. Out and back. Hip is under. And then we release. Very nice. Open up your knees, toes together. Let's just press back into a child's pose for a couple breaths. Alrighty. We're going to come into our ab work. So come on your back, please. We have done these exercises before. We're going to do 3 different movements. So just watch here. Tabletop position, we're going to press the palms into the legs, legs into palms. Lots of heat. Keep the left hand on the left leg. Second move, we're extending, lots of pressure again. And then we switch. And then we extend our legs up, working the low abs, just lifting the tailbone gently off the floor. Here we go with the first move, tabletop position, shins parallel to the floor, bring your palms into your thighs, press, thighs to palms, palms to thighs, see if maybe you can lift your head and your shoulders up just a little bit, and you should really feel this, just by putting pressure. Hold it here, keep breathing. Head is down, left hand and leg stay, right arm and right leg extend. Now keep the pressure into that left hand and left thigh. You should feel really, really warm by now. And then we switch. Right hand, right leg, left leg extends. The lower your left leg comes to the floor, the more resistance, the harder it is. You can lift the left leg up a little bit, bend the knee, and we release. Bring your knees to your chest for one big hug, then extend the legs up to the ceiling. Hands are on the floor. You're going to lift 8 times. Up. Just a little bit of a lift from that tailbone. I do not want to see a lot of swinging from the legs. If you are strong enough in that low ab, maybe you can let go. Hands coming off the floor. So now just my low belly is doing the work. This will make it a little bit harder. Knees to chest. Here we go, second round. Tabletop position. Pressure in the hands. Thighs, hands, hands, thighs. Your head can be down, your head can be lifting. Just keep pushing, pushing, pushing. And then keep the right hand on the right thigh. Extend the left. Keep that pressure. Keep the low back into the floor, and then we switch. Left hand, left thigh, pressing into each other. Right leg either close to the floor. If that is uncomfortable, you remember to lift it or bend the knee a little bit. And we release, knees to chest. Then we extend. See if you can keep really, really tight, strong legs. So we are definitely engaging them, which makes it a little bit harder for that low ab. See if the next 4, maybe you can lift those arms up. So there's no pressure into the hands, the arms, the shoulders. We're making it a little bit difficult. Knees to chest, third round. Tabletop position, here we go. Press, press. Keep the breath coming. That last round, you're probably going to feel it a little bit more. Here we go. Press. And extend the right leg, right arm. Keep the pressure into the left thigh and palm. Keep that low back into the floor. Getting a little harder here. Switch. Here we go. Hover right above the floor if you can. And we release and we extend. Here we go. 8 more. 4 more. Let the hands go. 2. Last one. Good. Bring your feet to the edges of the mat. Go ahead, windshield wiper. Both knees into the same direction. Opposite shoulder stays on the floor. Little release for the hips, for the low back. Here we go. Good. We have one hold coming up. So this is a tough one here. I'm going to give you several options, okay? Your arms are going to be overhead. Now, what you are going to do with your legs is you're either going to come with extended legs close to the floor. If this is too tough, lifting the legs, bending the knees, all right? If you want to make it even harder, you are going to lift your shoulders and your head up off the floor. So start with bringing your knees to your chest, legs come up, arms overhead, that does not change, and then you do with your legs what you need to do, and we hold. Breathe. Concentrate. Let go, knees to chest. Good. Just one of those. Excellent. Bring yourself up. Grab some weights. Actually, let's see if we do need weights. No, we don't. All right, for squats. We're going to come down in a squat. Then we're going to lift the right knee up. Bring it into a runner's lunge. Runner's squat. All the way into that left heel. Right knee comes up, coming into a curtsy squat. Again, that right foot is there, gently touching. Knees, right, back of the knee. Right here. And then we come down. Right, so the back of the knee and the front of the kneecap should be closing up. Here we go. We're going to come into a squat. Down and lift. Bend the left knee, bring the right knee behind, find your balance. Bring the right knee back up. For the curtsy, nice and low, and then bring it down. Here we go. Down with a lift. And right hand forward as your right hand leg comes back. Right knee up, and it touches behind on the floor. Here we go again. Down with a lift. Make yourself nice and tall. Come into that one-legged squat. Bring that right knee back up. And knee to knee. And down. You should feel the left side predominantly, right? Glutes, my hamstring. My core is working simply because I do a lot of balancing here. Touch. Good. Last few. We are not going to touch that right foot down in our curtsy. Lift that right leg. Touch knee to knee. Find the balance and put the right foot down. One more like that. Down. Lifting up. Very complex move. Stay with it. Keep your chest lifted. Keep your belly lifted. Knee up. And no touching for that last one. And hold. Good. Hands are together. Elbows are up. I am just going to press my palms together. Press and press. You're going to feel the chest. You're going to feel the arms moving and tiring. Keep the chest open, right? Keep your shoulder blades contracted so the back is nice and flat. Keep the belly lifted, keep the knees soft. Here we go. Couple more. Arms extend. Press and press. Inside of my arms, the chest. My elbows stay nice and long. I am keeping the hands about rib cage height. Here we go. Just press and press. And 4 more. And 2 and 1. We cross right over left, left over right. And press. You want to have the feeling once you extend those elbows in front as though you want to bring your armpits to the center. Right? Focus, focus. Back stays nice and long and straight. There is no rounding. There's just a lot of control. Here we go. Give me 4 and 2 and 1. Other leg. Squat. Lift up the left leg. Hop. Nice and high through the knee. Left leg back. Left arm front so we can find the balance. Back up into the lift. Touch the floor with that left foot. Come down low and feet together. Here we go. Low. And lift. Bring it to the back. Everything is pressing into that right heel for the right glute, the right hamstring. Here we go. Down. Press your hips to the back. All the way onto the heels. Lift. 1 more. Now really make yourself tall here. That will help with your balance. Curtsy. And we go again. So my feet into that first squat are a little bit wider than hip width. My toes are very slightly turned out. Not too much because we don't want to get into those inner thighs yet. Last one. Here we go. The last one with the foot down into that curtsy squat. And then we are going to find our balance all the way through. Here we go. 2 with total balance into the runner's lunge, runner's squat. Here we go. I keep messing that up. Lift your left leg. Don't put the left foot down. Bend that right knee. And down. 1 more. Here we go. And lift. Chest is up here. You're just bending that right knee a whole lot. Left leg up. Don't touch the floor. Now you can touch. Here we go again. Press. So we're releasing the legs here. This should feel good. Give me 8 more. Give me 4. Press by your whole arms. You should feel it. 2 and 1. We go and out. Extend the arms. Keep control over that upper and mid back. Give me 4. Extend the arms and press. Press. Watch that back. Watch that you don't arch the low back. So nice and straight. 4 and 3. Breathe. Squeeze your butt. And 2 and 1. Pick up weights about medium. Here we go. Lifting up. Good. From here, lowering. Palms down. Cross. Cross. 4 and 3. 2. Keep crossing. Now move the arms up. 2. Shoulder height and down. 2. Again. Up. 2. Shoulder height and slowly down. Last 1. Bring it up. 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 And slowly moving it down and down. Good. From here, just lifting. Lift. Up. Good. Don't lower your elbows too much. Feel the back of the arms. Up. 4 more. Excellent. 2 and 1. Watch the next move here. I am going to bend that left knee enough so my quad carries that weight. You can lift the right leg or you can keep the toes down. What we're going to do is work on the biceps. So we're going to bring the palms up to the ceiling and we're lifting 10 times. 4, 3, 2, I have 2 more, 2 and 1. Good, upright row, 2 legs down. Elbows to the side, don't think them going back. 2 more. And last 1, right leg down, left leg lifts or on the floor, palms are up, 10. Bend that right knee. 2 more, 2, and down, back to upright. 2, 3, watch the change. Up, up, up. Good. Keep going, keep going. Lifting the opposite, never stopping. 4, 3, 1. Good. Hinging from the hip. We are going to bring the palms together. 10. Keeping the elbows long. Give me a few more. 2 more coming up. And last 1. And release. Good. Grab a little sip. Here we go. We need to towel off. Go ahead. Alrighty. Pick up those weights again. About medium weights. We're going to work on balance today if you haven't noticed that yet. So we're going to do the same thing. One-legged, kind of a squat here with a bicep curl. So watch the move. We're going to lift the right knee up on our curl. And then as I release my curl, I bend my left knee into that one-legged squat. Here we go. Lift and curl, very controlled. I want to make sure that my elbows stay below, right in line with my shoulders. Up, good. The best thing, as you could tell by my struggle just now, is to find a spot that doesn't move, right? If you use your focus, you will have a tendency to lose your balance. Here we go. 2 more. All that weight into that left foot. Now the last one, bring your knee up. Here we go. And hold, hold, lift, up, right, top half. So we are starting from 90-degree angle, wrist and my elbow. My forearm is parallel to the floor. We are working on the top part of our bicep. Here we go, last one, and then put your foot down. We're going to come across, touching the opposite shoulder. Still working the bicep here. Both legs are down. This should feel good, right? Keep going, up. And again, my upper body very nice and still. I am gently tucking that tailbone under, not too much. It is as though I'm in my car and my low back is contracting towards the seat. 2 more. Last one. Good. Left leg lifts. And you know when you come down into the extension of the arms, you bend that right knee. It would be awesome if that left foot can stay off the floor the whole time. But if you have to reset, go ahead and touch the left foot on the floor. And then join me again. Here we go. As I curl and I come away from gravity, that's my effort. That is when I want to exhale. Wiggle your fingers a little bit, making sure we don't over squeeze. If you keep squeezing, your blood pressure goes up. I have my last one coming up. Up. Now keep that knee, and we're going to go for bottom halves. Lengthen halfway up. Up. And if you can, go ahead and lift that knee a little bit. We are going to feel the quad muscles. I want you to keep extending that spine. Don't give in to gravity. You want to grow out of the floor here. 2. Last one down. And we cross. Keeping my hips and shoulders to the front. There's no rocking with that upper body. I am very strong through the core, tight in the glutes, soft in the knees. Here we go. Last few coming up. Up. Give me 4. And 3. Last 2. Keep your breath going. And we finish it off right here. Excellent work. Alrighty, let's move on. We are going to come work our inner thighs. Alrighty, so we open up nice and wide. We do remember that, right? Open up in a plie squat. Alrighty. We are going to bring the weights on our thighs. Lots of space between the feet. Toes are slightly turned out. Make sure you are able to bring your knees in the direction of your toes. Right? We come down, halfway up. Squeeze the inner thighs together as you come up. You're not going to be able to squeeze the inner thighs unless you squeeze your glute muscles. Here we go. 4. And 2. and 1. Stay low, just pulse. The weight should come on your thighs, not on your knees, not on your kneecap. 4. Here we go. 2 and 1. Now we release and press the inner thighs back. All of this coming from the inner thighs, not our knees. Keep going. 4 and 3. Keep your chest lifted. Almost there. 2. Last 1. Slowly bring it up. Good. Watch the other move here. We are going to come into a lunge. Now I'm lifting up my right heel. My right knee is turned in. I'm going to come down. Both hands kind of touching that left thigh. Coming up. Out to the front. Elbows narrow. Narrow row. Out to the front. Palms turn for a wide row. Front and release. Other side. Left heel up. Touch the right thigh. Coming back. Lift. Do a wide row. Turn the palms. Give me a narrow. Front. Turn. Release. Other side. To the left. Coming front. Up. Wide. Turn. Narrow. Turn. Release. Here we go again. Up. Release. Up. Wide. Behind me. Turn. Narrow. Elbows behind me. And release. Alrighty. Hold on, gang. I've got to towel off a little bit. We're going to do it again. Right knee. Here we go. And turn in. Come back. Front. Open the elbows. Turn palms. Here we go. Left leg. Up. Down. Watch the low back here. Your elbows are behind your body. You're going to have a tendency to arch. 2 more. Right knee. Down. Up. Open. Narrow. Turn. Last one. Right, strong in that upper body. Back. Front. And release. Excellent. Alrighty, we're going to work a little bit on our shoulders. And before we do that, let's come into a lunge. Right foot is back, left foot stays to the front. Open up the feet, hip width apart. You're going to come down into a lunge. Your arms are up. Now I want you to work on that right hip. So instead of leaning forward with the chest, pushing our hips out, I want you to press the hips forward. You're going to feel that in that right hip flexor. Shoulders and hips are in line. So come down in that lunge. Feel the quad. Palms together. Elbows out. Turn to the left. See if your right hand can come on the outside of that left thigh. Open the right arm in line with the left arm in line with the left shoulder. Back to palms together. Back to the front. Now hold on to your left thigh with your left hand. If you can, come all the way down. Wonderful. If not, bring your right knee down, your right hand to the floor. We're going to come into another twist. Touch the left shoulder with the left hand. Bring your left shoulder up towards the ceiling. Extend your arm in line. We're going to do that whole thing again. Right here, up. Stay in your lunge. Bring your arms up. more comfortable when I'm on my mat. Arms are up. Remember that right hip. Bring it to the front. Press it to the front. Palms together. Right arm crosses over that left thigh. Open up your shoulders. And then extend the left arm. Good. Hold on to the left thigh. Bring your right knee down if you have to. Right hand under the shoulder. Touch your left shoulder. Bring it up towards the ceiling. And then extend. Good. Hands on thighs. See if you can come up, keeping that left leg nice and bent. Last one. Up. Press that right hip. Palms together. Right arm crosses over. Now open up the chest and then open up that left arm. Left hand to left thigh. Knee down or knee up. Touch the left shoulder. Open up shoulder to ceiling. Arm up. And then we release. Hands are down. Knees are down. Good. Now on your hands and knees, we are going to just do big circles with the hips. So what that means is literally moving the hips over to the right, pressing them back, over to the left and center. Start to the left, press as though you are the hands on the clock, right? Start right, circle back, towards the heels, towards the left heel, and back center. Last one, over to the left. Just a little release here. Up, and good. Let's do the other side. So that means my left leg is to the front. My right leg is to the front. Very hard to keep those apart. And we only have two legs, right? Railroad track. Very important to keep your balance. We are not on a tightrope. We want to open up the foundation. Arms up, nice and low. You are feeling that left hip flexor and left quad because you're pressing the hips to the front. Now palms together. Left hand crosses over, and as I open up that right shoulder to the back, I extend my right arm. Hold on, left knee down or up. Make sure that left hand is under your left shoulder. Touch your right shoulder with your right hand. Right shoulder up, right arm up. And then we hold on to the thigh. Come back up. Should feel really good, that opening up on the left hip. Palms together. Good. Reach with that left arm and then right arm behind me. Extend it from shoulder. Right hand on thigh, left hand down. Touch the right shoulder. Lift. Extend arm. One more. Stay down in that lunge. Right? We are working the lunges here, so you should feel your quads as well as your hip flexor. Here we go. Turn to that right. Open up. If you put pressure in the back of the left hand, you're going to open up your chest more. And then we go into our final lunge twist. And then we release. Good. Bring both feet up. Slowly and safely roll out of the squat. Alrighty. Towel off. Drink. We're going to come into shoulders. Don't go crazy with the weights here. This will be tough enough with just medium or light weights. Alrighty. Pick up the weights, use your legs to do so. And we are going to open up our feet, lifting up our elbows, pressing up, bit in the diagonal and then pull down. Pull down. Work those shoulder blades down towards the hip. Last one, 4. Good. And again, press. Palms are to the front. 3, 4. We bring it up. We open. Pull it down. Here we go. 4. And last one, up. We go. Start from the 90 degree, right? And press. And press. 4. This is our last one. Here we go. Hold up. Open diagonal. And pull the shoulder blades down. 2 more. Last one. Release. Bring the weights down. Bring the arms out. Palms to the front and down. Front, down. All right. Last little bit for the shoulders. As you look out of your peripheral vision, you should see your arms. You should see your hands moving at all times. We reverse. Back and down. Down. So yes, my whole arm should feel this by now. We have worked them, every little part. Shoulders are last. They do assist and stabilize and everything else, so I prefer to do them last. Here we go. Circle. Tiny little circles with a very, very still body. My core helps me stabilize that. My back and my front. Here we go. Circle back. Circle. Your shoulders should start feeling it. We're not going to put the arm down yet. Diagonal. Front. Down. Breathe through it. Hop. Hop. We're going to have a nice long stretch at the end. Here we go. Press back. Down. Back. Down. Here we go. Can be 4, 3, almost done, almost done, and release. Good. Roll your shoulders back. Roll your shoulders to the front. Excellent. Left wrist comes under the right wrist. That right arm stays long. We're going to bring it across the body. And then look over the right shoulder. My right shoulder stays back. Now grab the triceps, the right triceps. Bring that arm up, as far up as you can, and then drop the right hand between the shoulder blades. Here we go. Good stretch. The back of the arm here. The triceps, and we're going to go into the other side. So that means left arm is long. Actually, it is wrist to wrist here. Right elbow soft, left shoulder is back. I'm looking over my left shoulder. Give yourself a couple nice deep breaths, right? First, grab under your elbow. Lift that arm up. And then stabilize from the elbow to the shoulder, and that's when we reach back. Nice big stretches here. Good. Hope you enjoyed it so far. We still have some coming up. Here we go. Release. Good. Hands on the thighs, long through the spine. I am just looking down, bringing my chin to my chest. Then I keep looking front, bring your right ear to your right shoulder. You should feel the stretch on the left side. Circle your chin down and over so that the left ear is on the left shoulder. I am mirroring you. And then we release. Good. Come back down. We are going to finish off with some just quick planks here. Nothing too crazy. For the first plank, you're going to come on your forearms. Keep your hands together and open up your elbows. Now you should be low enough with your hips so you don't have to move your hips as I gently touch one knee to the floor. If that is just not possible for you, start with your knees down and go in the reverse. So just lift up one knee at a time. We're going to do 10 total. Little knee taps or lifts. Here we go. 10. Draw the belly up. Give me 6. Still in the upper body. 2 and 1. And then we bring our knees down. Good. For our side plank, I want you to make sure that there is room between your ear and your shoulder. Shoulder over the elbow, and then a nice 90-degree angle. You can be up on your knees. I do want to see that hip lifted. Your top leg can come in front right here for the scissor, or you can stack. Here we go. Lift and hold. So there should be room from the ear to the shoulder. Right, my right arm, my right hand is going to come towards my left elbow, and my rotation comes from the oblique, which means my hip bones stay to the front. Give me 2 more. Up. Last one. Bring it up. Gently release. We're going to come back to that forearm plank, and we're going to touch the knees again 10 times. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Here we go, 10. Now make sure that you pull up your quad muscles, right? As though your knees are coming up towards your hips. I have 3 more, 2, and 1. And then we have one final side for the side plank, and then we are going to stretch. So that is something to look forward to. You can scissor, you can keep your knees down, or you can stack your feet. Here we go for our hold. Lifting up. Maybe I see a C shape. Right, bottom hip, shoulder to the hip, to the feet. Hold it a little bit longer. A little deeper in the breath, and then touch the right elbow with your left hand, keeping those hips stable. So it's just the upper trunk that rotates. 1 more, and up, release, come out of it, and we're going to come straight into a child's pose. We're going to start our stretch. Knees are open, feet together. Arms overhead, soften the elbows for now. And then as you bring your hips back, you lower your chest towards the floor. All right, let's come into an active child's pose. So fingertips are down, kind of spider fingers, pressing into the mat, pushing my hips back. A little more intense here through that stretch. And then palms down. You should have a little more depth here. Press the palms into the floor and shift your hips more towards the back. Stay in your child's pose. Just bring your hands right next to your body. Relaxing in those shoulders. Now grab part of your ankle or the side of your foot with your hands, and then again I am really pulling myself back using the strength of my hands to come a little bit deeper into that child's pose. Good. We're going to come on all fours. We're going to test ourselves, kind of going back through that beginning, see if we have really loosened up. So that means I'm externally rotating my hips, lifting my thigh, bringing that thigh under. Good. And then bring your knee to your chest. And then we reverse. Start to the back. We're just going to do 1 in each direction. Lift the thigh, This is my internal rotation. And then we release, other side. So it is my right leg or my other leg. I don't know which one you did. Turn it under, keep that thigh lifted. Bring the knee to the chest. And then reverse. Lift it up behind you. Open up that knee. And bring it down. Circling the hips to the right. All the way through the back. And up and then reverse. Start to the left. Finish that big circle. Everything should feel a lot looser here. Alrighty. Right arm is out and extending from your shoulder. Lifting up that right shoulder. We are threading the needle. Right arm under the left. Come on the right side of your face. Good. Now see if your left hand can cross over to the outside of your mat on the right. There's a big shoulder stretch, so you do what you can. As long as you feel it, I'm happy. Now that left hand comes back. We're extending it right over our shoulder. We're bending the elbow, and I'm bringing the left hand maybe to the outside of my right hip. Press into the back of your hand, open up a little bit more, and then we release, and we are going to come into the other side. So, it is my right arm, left arm, right arm's up, left arm comes over. My right arm, maybe it travels across. One side is probably a little less flexible than the other, which is okay. And then we come back, we extend that right arm up towards the ceiling, bending that elbow, right hand to the outside of my left hip for the lift. And then we release, arms, come on your back. Let's come into a few twists here. So knees coming towards my chest. Feel that low back, kind of tuck that tailbone under. Knees together. Now open up your arms, so my arms are not assisting my legs. I'm just dropping my knees over towards the left, keeping the right shoulder down. And then staying with the legs over to the left. I'm just crossing my right knee over my left. Again, my arms have not assisted me. Feeling the stretch a little bit deeper into that low back, to my right hip. Keeping the legs over to the left, uncross, and then bring the left knee over the right and drop them down. Big stretch here, nice and easy. Every exhale should be a little bit more feeling of melting towards the floor, a little release in the hip. And coming out of it, good. First, knees back to the chest. Then we are opening up the arms. Without using the arms, bring the legs over, the knees over to the right. So on your inhale, maybe you can find a little more length in that spine. And on the exhale, find a little depth in the legs, a little release in the hips. And then left over right, crossing the knees, bringing them back over to the right. So your breath hopefully comes in and out through the nose by now. Heart rate is down. As you come into just twist. Let's cross the right knee over the left. I want you to focus on your facial muscles, right? See if you can get a little less tension between the eyebrows, maybe around the eyes, your jaw. Everything should feel a little bit better, hopefully, than when you started. And then we come back to the center. Bring your feet to the edges of the mat and bring your knees to the center. Just holding here. You should feel a nice relaxing in the hips and in that low back there. Good. Bending both knees, hold on to the back of your thighs. Press before you extend the legs. Press your tailbone into the floor. So I am still really concentrating on what my low back is doing here. And then as you flex your feet, you will feel the back of the legs, the hamstrings a little bit more. Go ahead and point. You'll feel the difference. This is more into the quads. And then flex again. Release again, knees to chest. Left foot stays down. You can grab a towel or a band. We're just going to extend the left leg and bring the right leg across. So you're going to feel that in the outer band of your right thigh, the IT band, from the right hip to the outside of your right knee. Slowly release. We're going to come into the other side. So wherever you need to hold on to, you can hold on to the calf, you can hold on to the back of your left thigh, the left outer thigh, and bring that leg across. But for most of you, it is a little more comfortable with a towel or with some kind of strap or an old necktie. Here we go. Couple more deep breaths. And then we release. Good. Slowly bring yourself up. Legs come to the front. Push your hips back, right? So we shorten the front and we lengthen from the hamstrings to the sit bones, nice and tall, right here. Right hand stays down. My left arm on the inhale reaches up, and then I come over to the right, but I'm pressing my left hip into the floor. So maybe for you, you cannot put that right elbow down on the floor. That is okay. As long as you feel the stretch from the left shoulder to the left hip, that's all that matters. Coming back through the center. So again, inhale, you're going to find that length. Exhale, moving over to the left, right hip stays. Nice big lateral stretch. And then we come up to the center, and we are done with our workout. I hope you are still enjoying all these. We have quite a library by now, and we'll just keep doing this until we can get back indoors. I hope everybody is well, and see you next time.